Hello, so my name is Ashley Duke, and my presentation is about environmental planning and design, and my location was Coastal Virginia for my prototype of my eco-friendly house. So the reason I chose Coastal Virginia and why I think it is a good place to live is because of its access to fresh water. Everywhere you look, there's fresh water. Fresh water to go around to everyone. There's also a very nice and moderate climate. There's definitely a distinct four seasons, and there's not too much heat and too much cold. So there's also a plentiful amount of greenery for oxygen, like you can see in this picture that I put in. And so there's plenty of fresh air to go around. It's also close to the beach. That's one of my favorite reasons I live here. So why I love it. I live in Coastal Virginia, so I think it's a great place to live, especially because of the moderate climate. That's one of my favorite things about it. There's not too much snow, not too many storms or tornadoes or anything like that, and very close to the beach, like I said, and the neighborhoods definitely encourage you to recycle, and that's why I've put a recycling sign right here. So I really love recycling, and so does my family, and my whole neighborhood recycles. We all recycle. And so also, most everyone uses solar panels to save energy. So, as far as air quality goes for my location of Coastal Virginia, there's a very moderate wind speed. As you can see in this wind speed data table that I made in a recent lab that I did, Coastal Virginia has very moderate air quality and wind speed. So here's a map and a chart about the air quality forecast for Coastal Virginia. And so in the map, you can see which areas of Coastal Virginia have good and moderate air quality. Also, as you can see in the ozone layer, there's a very good amount of air quality. And that means that there is not a lot of pollutants in the air in Coastal Virginia. So here's a picture of my infograph about energy sources of Coastal Virginia, about my prototype. And so the area of Coastal Virginia really likes to focus on energy. So energy has really been a focal point in the past years in Hampton Roads. So my area really likes to focus on energy by discussing technology and employment opportunities related to saving energy. So what is it all about? So as you can see here, it says the U.S. energy landscape continues to undergo extreme changes. So Coastal Virginia is always changing. And the price of oil is going down. That's a good thing. And the quality of the oil is going up. So that has played a really dominant role, positive role in transportation, and there has been a lot of efforts to push for the development of biofuels, hydrogen fuel cells, and especially electric cars, because that will just save so much energy and oil and everything like that. So next part of my infograph is about Virginia electricity generation. So as you can see here, 39% of Virginia's electricity is powered by nuclear and coal. And 10% is by natural gases and wood, and 2% is petroleum gas, and other woods. So as you can see, it says that 3 goals of energy policy in Virginia are energy surety, low energy prices, and energy jobs. So in a recent lab that I did about wind energy, I studied generated electricity. So in states like California, Oklahoma, and the other ones I have listed here, they're the top wind power states. So in my location of Coastal Virginia, the wind speeds average to about 9 kilometers per hour. So wind generated electricity would not be very practical or realistic where my prototype house is located. Although it's not really practical in my location, it's definitely a good thing to have in all of these states that I've listed here. So here's a chart showing some things that I would include in my prototype of my eco-friendly house. And so as you can see, that includes landfills being nearby, and waste disposal definitely is a needed thing. Solar energy and solar panels coming from the sun instead of artificially powered electricity. Drywall and submissive soil and clay materials for an organic build. And site preparation. So materials needed to build my eco-friendly house would be some efficient items that I would like to focus on are solar panels, skylights, and natural light coming from those skylights. So solar panels would really help to save energy in my prototype. Also, skylights would really help to be able to use natural light from the sun instead of light bulbs and artificial electricity. So, efficient use of water. So as you can see here, I've listed a few ways that we could use water efficiently and save water. By low flush toilets and low flow shower heads, not running them when you're not using them, and things like that. So in the local area of coastal Virginia, further cost benefits would include water and energy efficiency, lower building material costs, less maintenance, higher property value, tax incentives, and benefits, which are all a plus in a community. So here's a picture of my house layout overview, so basically a blueprint. And as you can see, I've labeled some of the things that would be good to have in my prototype of my eco-friendly house. And those things include windmills that would save energy, or create energy, and solar panels that would save energy, geothermal pumps under the house, a natural garden instead of buying from the grocery store, which may have been pumped with artificial, we don't even know what. So a clay and mud foundation for an organic build to my house, roof windows to save light, use natural light, chimney to let out the steam when we're cooking and things like that, so it doesn't build up in the house for combustion, and rain barrels to run the water off. So here's an image of my house layout, how it would work best in my prototype. Here's some useful sources that I really enjoyed learning from, and they were really intriguing to me. So here I've listed something that I found intriguing: tips for growing ornamental grasses. So you need a sunny spot, and so they would grow efficiently. Water, definitely rainwater is the best kind you can get. I thought this would be a really great addition to an eco-friendly house, as it's all natural. So here's some maps of elevation in coastal Virginia, and it's very moderate, as you can see. So here's some images of the beaches in coastal Virginia that I really enjoy, my favorite part of living here, and I really think this would attract a lot of families and other people, and people of all ages, to live here. So here's a chart that would really help my eco-friendly house, because they're all eco-friendly products, such as super insulation, new air entry, and just things that would better help to flow the air throughout the house. I would definitely put this in my own house to save energy. So lastly, coastal Virginia is one of the best places to live, mainly because of its land, its fertile soil, and the several nearby water runoffs, and especially the beaches. So I would just like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to create this prototype for this eco-friendly house, because I really enjoyed doing it, and I've really learned a lot about how I can further save energy in the future, and to help my community, and not just myself, but also my community, because that's my main focus. So I just really want to thank you for this opportunity to save energy, because I have started to do some of these things that I've seen online, like gardening. I started my own garden recently, and just things like that, and we recycle all the time, and we just love to save energy. So thank you. Hope you have a good day.